Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Squatch Watchers podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Tate Fulbright, with the other host,
Taylor Cook.
Man, we have a jam-packed episode today. So what all we got going on?
Well, I guess we can just say it. I mean, the con was amazing. Expectations excelled themselves. We got out of there just in time. We got to meet some really cool people. This thing was a huge attraction for us.
It was.
Especially for the young kids. They really liked it. Wanted just like the little dude that wanted to get a picture with us with the plaque. That made our day. We signed our hats for the first time. People wanted to sign hats. We signed pictures for everyone. It was awesome. It was a great turnout. You can tell them what we missed at the very end.
Oh, the torrential downpour?
Yes,
Okay.
the tail of a tornado.
So as we're talking about these, we'll throw up some pictures and videos, sights and sounds of the weekend. But yeah, we just barely missed, which I don't think we count as missed. I think we escaped the major hurricane-like storm that came through and just blew tents and people's stuff down and away and completely wetted everybody. So yeah, jam-packed episode today. Shore of the Week is going to be very interesting because I'm going to send you on a Bigfoot hunt.
Okay.
On the video. You have
so we're searching?
You're searching for what's in this video, and you're going to have to find it yourself and tell the audience what you see, and we're going to see how long it takes you to find it. We'll see how good of a Bigfoot hunter you really are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know we've got some videos in the past where we've looked and looked. And we
Yeah.
can't see
But now it's not. There is something there, but
Okay.
it's faint, and it's
Okay.
like you have to really look, and then you can't only just point out when you see it. You have to describe to me and the audience what you see and what it's doing in the video once you spot it and all that good stuff.
Well, and for the conspiracy, just think Peter Pan.
Interesting.
Yeah, just think Peter Pan, and and I guess you could tie it into Bigfoot because whatever happened to us before on an investigation. It's pretty neat.
On a Bigfoot investigation.
On a Bigfoot investigation.
Okay, interesting.
With a world-renowned name in the Bigfoot world. That we went on a Bigfoot investigation. That's the only hit you get.
Oh, so you've narrowed it down. I already know what it is.
Yep,
You've narrowed it down for me. I know what it is.
Okay. And
I'm excited.
What's crazy is I had a video sent to me for this conspiracy from a friend, and I don't know what I think about the video, but we'll get into it later on.
Sounds good. Oh, before we go into this Shore of the Week, how was your week?
It was pretty good. Just getting things ready, getting my dog neutered, and
Yikes.
Yeah. So I take him tomorrow to get neutered, and don't know how people feel about it. He's a little hyper. I've heard once you do it, he calms them down a little bit. So we're excited about that.
Poor fella.
Yeah. Everyone's healthy. That's pretty much it this
good
week.
Just kind of a
Pretty
average
good week.
Yeah,
Pretty
there
good
you
week. I'm excited to see this short of the week.
Yeah.
Because I get to go on a Bigfoot investigation on a podcast episode. That's pretty neat. First to ever do it.
First ever do it on a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Boots on the mic.
Yeah. Boots on the web.
Boots on the web. So.
Armchair researcher.
Armchair quarterback.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so Shore of the Week. Taylor is going on a Bigfoot hunt. Everyone watching and listening, you have 8 seconds.
Oh.
Not to find the Bigfoot, but the video is 8 seconds long.
Okay. So I can pause it.
There's no sound
Okay.
because it's got weird music and stuff in it.
Yeah.
It was sent in to us on the podcast email. By the way, send all of your inquiries into squatchwatcherspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
8 seconds, no sound. Watch as many times you need to find the Bigfoot.
Okay.
So I'm going to pause it for you, get it ready to
I
go.
think I'm about to laugh as though that I...
All right. You ready for this?
This is totally different than what I thought it was
So
going to
we
be.
might have to put a timer up. If this gets really intense, we'll put a timer up, see how long it takes you to find it. So here's Taylor, the world-renowned Bigfoot hunter.
Yeah, world-renowned.
Got
invited to a private party the other day.
Private party. Yeah. The Kool-Aid party.
Yeah.
Let's see if old Deadeye can find this real quick.
Okay.
So explain to us what you're seeing.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to tell you when I start it, everyone at home.
Okay.
Let's see if I'm Deadeye, you know what. Deadeye Rick. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
What are you seeing? Just describe what you're seeing as you're watching.
It's a bunch of trees. They pan behind the thing.
Uh-huh.
There's something in the brush pile on the in the very back, but it looked like there was something all the way to the left of the screen that popped its head in and out. But let me rewatch this one more time. So I'm 8 seconds in.
Okay, you're seeing seeing other things than what I had pointed out mainly, but that's good. You're on the right track.
I'm 8 seconds in, everyone.
Okay.
Play again. Okay, let me make the screen bigger. I'm watching it on a... Just so everyone at home, this is how big the screen was. This is a little unfair. It's up in the tree? Is there something up in the tree?
So we'll stop the timer there.
Okay.
What do you see in the trees?
There's like a little thing up in the tree moving at the very top of the screen.
I have a still image up to show you after we're done.
There's movement up top. Okay, so this people that are just listening, there's a tree line that it's filming. It's bright green. So there's something that looks like it's moving in the tree, and then there's something in the very back. I know there's got to be something back there, or there might be something just close. Honestly,
that's the main one that we were looking for.
Okay. Yeah, so it took me 14 seconds to get something.
It's pretty good.
Hey, the Squatch Watchers are the best. Yeah, the Squatch Watchers are the best.
Well, hey, Squatch Watchers are the best, but I just want to put you to test every once in a while to see how good you really are.
Squatch Watchers are the best. Going to put you to the test. There you go. I hear you.
So now you spotted the Bigfoot in the tree swinging, right?
Yep.
Describe what else you saw before we start.
Just there's movement. It looks like a calm woods. There's no other like small animals. It's bright.
Okay.
There's deadfall.
So, as a Bigfoot researcher and hunter, like the rest of the Squatch Watchers, when you watched that video, did you see one Bigfoot or multiple?
It looked like to me like there could be two.
Okay, that's what the popular opinion is on this clip.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the people at home going to think? What do you think?
Well, exactly.
You first.
What do I think? First, what do you think at home? Comment below after watching this clip with Taylor trying to find the Bigfoot. What do you think? Is there one Bigfoot, multiple Bigfoot? What are the Bigfoot doing in this video? And as we go through this image, keep commenting and let us know what you think about this image and what you think about a Bigfoot swinging from a tree like Tarzan.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
So for me, when I watch it, I see the same things you do. It kind of looks like woods we see on our everyday investigations. It looks like in that fork tree there's something hunched down looking over. Yeah. And then, I'm going to be honest with you, when I watch it, it almost looks like there's two swinging from the tree.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You got to look really hard.
And
so if you think you see something, watch it again.
Okay, for me, how many you say? Do you say two or three?
At least two.
I'm going to say three.
Okay.
Three at the most. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I think there's three Bigfoot at the most in this
video.
Why
don't you point it out to me what you see real quick?
Well, so right here, and they'll be up on the screen, it looks like something's in there. Yep. And I think there's two swinging and moving up through the trees.
Yeah.
But I don't... Yeah. The main so
like a little family.
Yeah, like a family. But the main purpose to reel it back in for this is here's the still image now they'll be thrown up on screen as you look at it, and you can make it bigger.
Oh,
see what you think. Now describe the audience.
I see what you're seeing. It's a spread. It's like it's spread arm, like swinging, like a baby,
like a monkey or Tarzan.
Like but it's not built like an actual monkey.
Yeah, so it's just lanky.
It's lanky.
Look how short the head is. It's like a stumpy head and stuff. It's weird looking.
Yeah. That is pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, here's a big question. And since you actually kind of gave it away what the conspiracy of the week is.
Not to them.
Not to them, but to me.
Yeah.
We're talking about size of something on the conspiracy of the week.
Okay.
Small things, right?
Small things.
Yeah. So, size comparison. Here's where I struggle with this video. The size comparison in this video. How big do you think that particular Bigfoot swing from a tree is, potentially?
It would look tiny to me. Like
it does. When you watch the video again, like the size comparison from the frame, that looks like a gnome or an elf type Bigfoot.
Speaking of that, I saw something this past week where it said that the Cherokee used to trade not with just Bigfoot but little small hairy men.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's crazy. Yeah, that you showed that.
Hybrid of Sasquatch families?
Yeah, it's like a little. I can't think of it, but people at home look it up, drop it in the comments, let me know. But there's something I read of that. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm just watching it again. To me,
it's right there. Oh yeah,
I know this is kind of a running joke for us.
He jumps right there.
Yeah, it jumps. It's kind of a running joke for us, but is it a juvenile?
100%, probably. Yeah,
it's not big enough to me to be a full-grown Sasquatch. If you look at it,
no,
I think it's a juvenile. No. Like I'm talking maybe a baby Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I mean,
we've seen stuff swinging through trees.
We have, and what have we? What have we been told early in our Squatch Watchers careers, and also what we tell each other all the time? No, always look up.
Yeah, always look up.
We learned that the hard way and the most valuable way of always look up when you're
always
Bigfoot
look
researching
up
and investigating.
It's what people forget to do.
So you're pretty good. That's pretty good spot on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that. That's good stuff.
Pretty good. So,
Conspiracy of the week.
yeah, conspiracy of the week. And I don't know if we can call this. I mean, I'm going to label it as conspiracy just because there's people out there that do not believe in these things. I didn't believe in these things. I was still kind of iffy on it. But until I got this that was sent to me this week by my buddy Andrew. Okay, he said we haven't spoken in a while, and he sends me a message. He's like, "Hey Taylor, sorry I haven't spoke to you in a while, but this happened at my friend's house, and he sent me the clip first and asked me what I thought about it. So I was kind of skeptic about it until it gets to this part. I want you to watch this. This is almost like my short of the week / conspiracy. So I just want you to watch this video.
Okay.
And you can explain to people what goes through. But just look at it and just tell me what happens at the very end. Just hit play. Just watch it. Be your honest opinion, and then I'll give you the backstory. Just hit play.
Okay, so this is a security camera.
A security camera from not too far from my house.
The time slot is 12:54 a.m., so
Yep.
just past midnight, almost 1 a.m. in the morning. This is in April of this year, so last month.
Yep.
From now in May.
Yep.
I'm getting ready to turn this on. I'm already intrigued, but also skeptical. So let's see.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to hit play. We're hitting play now. Video's up. There's a tiny creature on the screen that's got wings and is somewhat illuminated or glowing. It's going towards the door and getting smaller, and it's gone. It disappeared.
It like vanishes.
Into the door, and it's gone. Nothing. It's just playing the videos you see, and nothing's happening. Nothing's around.
But so, at first when I started watching this, I was like, that's got to be a bug, right? Just because. But then I started thinking about what happened to us in the woods with Kelley and Ron Moorhead and David. And this thing almost does the exact same thing that we think that what we saw did at the very end. And so everyone at home, the conspiracy this week, are fairies real? And
okay,
so everyone at home, you've got your opinion in your head right now. I got to read the backstory.
And, it's on here.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then so you see the video, and then he says, "Okay, I wanted your honest opinion. Now here's the backstory on what happened." Mm-hmm. I saw this video the next morning after I went to a friend's house. She was trying to find her keys. Her daughters and I look all over the living room. The sofa, picked up things on the sofa, kitchen, bedrooms. It was getting late. We needed to go. And she said, "House fairies, put my keys back." Okay? Not the first time she's ever said that. She went over to the sofa with her older daughter. They picked up the shirt, and on the corner of the sofa, we found the keys right underneath the shirt. He said, "I know I do truly believe in house fairies now." The next morning, this was on his camera. So, and he said that they picked up that shirt multiple times and there was no keys under it. But when she made that statement, there was keys under it, and he had that on his house camera. So,
well, I'll tell you this much. It all adds up.
It does.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, what do you think about that? Is it just a coincidence or...
Okay, for me...
Honest opinion, because it's not going to hurt his feelings.
Well, that's why I don't want to... I'm so careful to cast judgment on videos because I don't want people to be disrespected or upset at me with what I believe or think. But at the same time, this is my dog man for you.
Yeah.
Fairies.
Yeah.
I have trouble.
Sort of mine too.
Well, yeah. I've always had trouble believing in fairies being real just because, I mean, that's in the far fetches of imagination for me.
It is.
But I will say this. This is my version of Dogman for you. But after what we experienced and captured on camera on that Bigfoot investigation we're about to bring up that correlates to this, I can kind of buy into fairies.
I can too.
But for this one, here's what I'll say about it. I'm 50-50. I was 50%, this is just a moth or a bug illuminated in the light. And once it disappeared at the door, it was out of the light range of the security camera.
Okay.
The other 50 of me that makes it 50-50 now is the backstory and everything lining up in a seamless timeline for this video to take place. That's where I kind of question, am I wrong?
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
So I'm 50-50. I really am.
Okay.
Honest to God, 50-50 after that. Yeah. Now, if you didn't tell me the backstory of what he said, I'd been like, no, man, that's a moth. That's just a lit up moth.
Yeah.
But with the backstory, I can buy it.
Yeah.
I'm 50-50 on it.
Yep.
What do you think out there in the comments? Let us know.
Yeah, let Andrew know.
Yeah, let Andrew know. Let us know.
Yeah.
Is it a moth? Is it a fairy?
Because we know Bigfoot subject. We're not experts at Bigfoot, but I'm definitely not a fairy expert. I'm not a fairy anything. But, Andrew, I'll give you a 70% chance just because it vanishes at the end. And it's like it is out of frame, but it's not that far out of frame.
Right.
You think you would still be able to see it a little bit as much as it was glowing.
Yeah.
And almost like it just vanishes through the door. But, I don't know. I'm not going to say I believe in that fairy. But... Andrew, you could say this exact same thing about this clip that Tate and I are about to talk about that happened to us out in the woods with Kelley, Lockman, and his Do You Believe in Bigfoot project.
Okay, so, segue.
Or I Believe in Bigfoot.
I Believe in Bigfoot, yeah. So, segue into this clip. We have had this clip in our possession for years now, right?
About a year. No, 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Years. We have desperately wanted to share it with the channel community and the world, but... with the other collaborator during this particular investigation and documentary shoot.
He finally gave us the green light.
And we done it out of respect for him because we were trying to help promote his documentary, which is
out now.
I Believe in Bigfoot. It's out now. It's in portions.
Part 1's out now.
Yeah, part 1. So look up Kelley Lockman, I Believe in Bigfoot Project on YouTube. He has a channel dedicated to it. He's releasing parts and segments of that documentary every so often. Just stay tuned for the alerts.
Part 2 should be coming out maybe by the time this comes out or a week after this.
So, we're going to finally share this clip that we obtained with him and his thermal camera on a Bigfoot investigation with Ron Moorhead, the Ron Moorhead.
Yeah.
So, it was going down. You had the Squatch Watchers, you had Ron Moorhead, you had Kelley come out there with all the bells and whistles and tech. It was going down. We got some great stuff on the documentary. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be a good one. But this particular clip has caused so much debate within our group and Kelley.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's one way and we're the other because...
Okay, and he told me to make sure to say this. Kelley does not believe this is a fairy, but
Full
I will
disclosure.
argue until I'm blue in the face.
Same here.
Kelley, I love you, but this is
Love
a
you too,
debate that I want to go in, man. He thinks that this is a mouse.
Well, now, okay, so we're going to show the clip right now.
Off to your right.
Tell you what,
Down in there would be cool.
that's what I'm thinking. We'd have to take one time. Be careful.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, we need to get out in a hurry. It's a little different. And there's the clip.
Yep.
So, quick backstory on this. The reason we believe it's a fairy, that particular area in that old location we investigate Bigfoot, day in, day out, night in, night out.
Night in, night out.
That particular area, what always happened to us? We either got activity.
You see, we always saw flash of lights, activity, whispers in the woods.
David get sick.
David got sick. The spirit box would always go off.
Right. Now, fast forward to this. We picked this up on a thermal camera scope.
Yeah.
There's no way, unless it has heat signature, some type of energy that is going to illuminate like that apparent fairy or fly on the security camera.
My point exactly.
So, and then here's my next point.
My point exactly.
Kelley's right. A mouse could technically climb vines and swing, but I'm putting a lot of skill and faith in that mouse to do that. And the way it moves,
it just vanishes at the end.
It vanishes at the end. But the way it moves, watch the clip again.
Smooth.
Here it is. It's so smooth and fluent how it just moves up and down and floats and then just poof, disappears.
Yeah. He thinks it's a mouse running a vine or a rat. I think it's a fairy.
I think it's a fairy.
And it vanishes at the end. Like a mouse would still be running around. Like, that's my debate with him. And then I don't know what Ron Moorhead thought about it, but I do remember whenever we reviewed the footage in there, Kelley was like, okay, this could be a fairy. And Ron, I just remember him doing, oh, wow, or whatever in his like cool voice. And
Well,
I'm just like, oh, wow.
I'm not going to put words in Ron's
No,
mouth.
because I don't know if he believes it or
I'm
not.
not going to put words in his mouth, but that night when we reviewed it as a group in the base camp,
Yeah.
I think he bought into it.
He was leaning our side.
Because
we all were, but we were excited.
Well, we were talking about the manifestation of energies. You know, his Quantum Bigfoot book that he wrote and gave us copies of. It's all about dimensions and energy with these type of creatures.
Yeah.
So, who's to say a fairy didn't manifest itself and showed itself to us on that thermal camera?
Yeah, what if that was its gift to Kelley that night? And
I'm going to say this too. I believe this to the day I die. The creatures, the Bigfoot, and whatever entities were in those woods, those particular woods that we investigated all them years, and basically grew into men. Me and you, anyways.
Yeah.
David and Toby, they're grown
Yeah.
anyways. But me and you, we grew up.
in those
doing
woods.
this in those woods, and the fact that they had to know over here that was our last time there.
Yeah,
That was our last time there.
the very last time. Yeah, we have not been back.
Why? Who's to say it didn't finally manifest and show itself in that area what was going on?
Yeah.
Now, here's how you correlate this to Bigfoot. We talk about Bigfoot having supernatural powers.
Yeah.
Interdimensional being. Fallen angel. There's all sorts of theories out there. We believe a lot of them.
But so after watching that clip, go ahead, carry on with what you're saying now.
About what?
Yeah, no, what you're saying with Bigfoot and that clip we just now
Yeah,
watched.
so the clip we just watched.
Yeah.
So, can Bigfoot use the power of fairies? Do fairies work with Bigfoot?
I think they can manipulate anything because in my
Wonder
thing,
if
it's
that's
a
how
fallen
they,
angel.
Want that's how they get in different dimensions.
Yeah,
Through the fairy
it
magic.
went through a dimension. That fairy or whatever that was vanished. If it was a mouse, it was a magical mouse. It was Master Splinter. He's
rat.
I mean, he's about to go teach some turtles some tricks.
I'm curious though, watching and listening. You
I've
guys
not
and
seen it on a
gals.
big screen. I've only always seen it
Exactly.
on a small screen.
We've seen it on big screen one time when we reviewed it, but
It's been locked away on a memory card.
exactly. So guys and gals at home, comment what you think about this. Vote either mouse or fairy. You just comment simply mouse or fairy. Tell us which one you think it is.
Vote.
But
Go vote.
but seriously though, I think it's a fairy because of all the like we talked about the backstory with Andrew. Is it
Andrew?
Andrew? Like the backstory with Andrew. We have a backstory to why we think it could be a fairy and how it manifests itself and showed it to us. Like
Andrew, let us know what you think of our clip.
exactly. Like I mean, to me, I think it's a fairy. It has
I
to be
do
a fairy.
too. I'm
It has
team
to be.
fairy.
Because
And I've never believed in fairies. But
exactly,
I'm team fairy.
I've been skeptic. I've been a fairy skeptic myself. But now, after what we experienced and what we captured that night with Kelley,
It's too
sorry
smooth.
Kelley, but I'm leaning fairy. I really
Yeah,
am.
it's too smooth. But anyway,
So yeah, comment below, mouse or fairy. We'd love to hear what you think. I say fairy.
I say
Squatch watchers
fairy,
say
too.
fairy.
Yes.
Even David and
Yeah.
Toby, they say fairy.
Yeah,
they're
fairy.
because the backstory and everything we have all experienced all them years in that particular spot.
we say fairy. I believe in Bigfoot. They say mouse. Well, Kelley does.
So yeah,
Let us know what you think. Go comment. I don't even know if it'll be even in that part 2 episode because he don't believe in it, so he ain't gonna put it in there. I don't think he may put it in there. I don't even know if we're into part 2. That might be a totally different hunt. But go watch this part 2. Watch part 1 introduction. Go on there after you watch this and be like, "Hey Kelley, I think if you post that, it's gonna be you're probably right, mouse or." But comment here first, and I'm sure he'll see it.
So, last question: do Bigfoot and fairies work together?
What if? I mean, I
Do
think
Bigfoot use
it
fairy
could.
energy or magic to get around and stay hidden?
So. Technically, Bigfoot is the Peter Pan and the fairy's the Tinkerbell.
Somewhat. And I guess we're Captain Hook and the
Yeah.
pirates.
Yeah.
So, rent free for me. This goes back to our very first con appearance we done or participated in. We were speaking.
Please don't mention what we had on.
Oh, the fedoras?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll flash a picture of that now. That was back when we
God.
we were learning our style, right? I guess we were trying to
Jesus.
figure out how to dress. A little old for that, but hey, you gotta learn sometime, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, our first ever con, it was in Virginia, right?
Yeah.
So we're going there to set up, meet people, and speak. This is back when we was bright-eyed, young, and stuff,
Yeah.
and just getting started in this. Well, just getting started in the YouTube space, anyways. And we go up there to speak, and we have us four, so me and you, Dave and
Oh,
Toby.
God.
We got our microphones, and we're just taking turns, letting each other say our piece, and we're introducing ourselves, talking to the crowd and stuff. And Toby is standing there like this with his microphone, and he starts right here and goes, "Hey, everybody, I'm Toby." And he's like, I guess he's just getting relaxed, and he pulls the microphone away.
Yeah.
He keeps doing that a few times, and then David comes over here, just grabs his arm, pulls it back up to the mic, and he starts sounding normal again, where everybody can hear him. And
he whispered to me, I knew how to use a microphone. He pissed him off.
I know it made Toby mad, but we thought it was funny.
We
thought it was hilarious. And it's like, I hate it's at someone else's expense, but at the same time, that lives rent free in my head because it was just a funny moment.
That was pretty funny one.
Yeah.
That was a pretty great one.
So what's yours?
Rent free for me. Let's see here. I think maybe whenever we were down there, this could be a rent free maybe for both of us, Bigfoot World related. And we heard the Indian drums beating for the first time with skeptics.
Oh, on the skeptic sheet? Yeah.
You just heard boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And the chants.
Mm-hmm.
And the wind started blowing, and I'm fighting acid reflux there, then, and now, and probably then too. But you just heard the boom, 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 boom. The wind started blowing. You and David, y'all run into woods. I stopped because I'm like, I better go get the skeptics. They came and actually caught the tail end of it.
And they did, and we'll play the clip right now as we're talking about it.
Yeah, and they're skeptic. You could hear something beating. That was a pretty good one.
Even Gary was like, okay.
Yeah. So, and then that big spider was on Gary's face, and that's pretty good.
So, we're going to play all the clips right now.
It was loud a second ago. It was boom, boom, and you heard, oh,
Yeah, you
boom,
can hear the
boom.
chant.
They're supposed to be recording with
the
their
drum.
You can hear the chants. Yeah, you can hear the chant.
Just now come get us.
We just got back.
We just got back.
out here
Just got back.
We heard lumber knocking. No lie, lumber knocking this way. We run towards it. We stop here in the middle of the field, start hearing Native American tribal, like, chatter, echo.
We heard the chant. We didn't hear the drums.
Yes.
We heard the
Sounded like
chant.
music.
Yeah.
We heard the drums. And all of a sudden, right after that started, the wind, it was silent and calm, the wind started blowing like it is right now.
Well, the wind always blows, but
Well, the wind always blows.
I know.
but it's like-
I'm just as a skeptic, I gotta call out.
I understand. It's just weird to me.
Yeah.
You hear tribal chatter,
I will say,
drum beating, wind blows.
When me and D got here, we heard the tribal chanting. We did
the
not
tribal
hear the drums.
chanting. We heard the tribal chanting.
The
Yeah.
very end of the ha ha ha.
On your face, a big ass.
Oh, that was big as fuck.
Did you get that on camera? I couldn't even say that because I was so scared. I was like, oh shit.
I hope it's on camera.
Bro, it looked like the shit to be on your phone.
And there you have it.
Yeah, that
Like,
was a
it's-
pretty good
It was a pretty good one.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
That was just wild because I was like, what the heck was that?
It freaked me out. Dude,
Yeah,
because
because I've always heard stories of people just talking about Indians, like,
Well-
when you lay on, like, houses built on Indian burial grounds, they're laying on couches.
here's what made that so intense and great for us. The landowner had told us going into that he had dug up, or he thought he had dug up some
Yes.
Native American remains over there digging in his,
Yeah,
his
because the
track hole.
flood,
Because the flood, yeah.
David.
And of all times to hear something like that, it's that night
Yeah.
of the investigation.
Yep, that was
I mean,
wild.
Talk about another coincidence,
That was a scary one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that rent
Yeah.
free. So yeah, we would have something new to talk about on the table tonight if it weren't for me being so irresponsible.
I was excited about that.
Yeah,
one,
so
too.
I've had it on my kitchen counter for about 2 weeks now, but I will bring it next week for the podcast. Everyone will see it on this table next week.
I don't
But
know why we're so excited about it, but it is just cool.
it's
is
one.
cool.
So yeah, backstory. It's one of our favorite artists of all time. R.I.P.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the name. They got to come in next week.
R.I.P. to a
R.I.P.
good artist, and it's blue. We'll just say it's
It's
blue.
blue.
It's blue. So just be
You can have fun on it.
Yeah, so be on the lookout next week. We spy something blue on the table next week in the podcast.
Yeah.
But everyone out there, hope you enjoyed this episode. We think it was a very jam-packed episode full of good content and good theories about
Yeah.
this subject. I mean, Bigfoot correlates to all the other supernatural
Exactly.
beings and cryptid beings
Yeah.
out there. So we
If
got
there's
to
a
tie it all
king of
together.
cryptids, it'd be the Bigfoot. It's
Bingo.
like the king of the jungle is a lion.
Bingo. We got to tie it all together somehow. So Comment mouse or fairy on the clip we showed with Kelley and the I Believe in Bigfoot Project. Comment on Andrew's fairy video and tell us if you think it's a fairy or a fly. Just say fly or fairy. Comment and let us know. Let us know what you think about the Bigfoot swinging from a tree, the baby or juvenile Bigfoot swinging from a tree. Good. How many Bigfoot did you see? And did you see the same thing as us? And all that good stuff. Also, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or video submissions to be featured on this podcast, email them at squatchwatcherspodcast@gmail.com.
That's squatchwatcherspodcast@gmail.com. Peace.
Until next week, keep squatching.